I have never seen a man more driven in his work, probably more than Mr. Rutkowski. I mean, you could see sports stars practicing every day, and you could see teachers who love their job, but I've never seen anyone other than Mr. Rutkowski put so much drive and passion into his work.
I think that he's inspired me and all of my classmates to contribute so much more to this music program. I come before school, after school, during school. He is always here, he's always working, over food, over anything. He puts his students first.
It's really not for him, it's for his students. He's really been the best role model I could ask for. He still practices his own instrument every day and performs in his own concerts. So he's really somebody that I look up to, and I know his students do also.
I've been to a dozen other schools because I've moved around so much throughout my whole life. And really, I haven't really met anyone like Mr. Rutkowski who's so passionate about what he does. He's really taught us not just how important scales are and how exercises, the simplest things that we do, actually make a huge impact on who we are and what we do and how we play.
He really wants us to become the best musicians possible, so he devotes so much time and effort into just drilling these into our head, into making sure we have our scales down, making sure we have time to play after school, just working on refining every part of the concert. Mr. Rutkowski's devotion shows in every aspect of his teaching, and I really have come to respect him for that.
I've been in the Great Neck Music program since the 4th grade, and I stopped in 8th grade because I just didn't have time for music, but I was pretty insistent on continuing into the high school because I heard all these stories about Wild Man Joe and how he was an amazing musician, and it also helped that he does like this bus tour where they go and play at the elementary schools. He doesn't praise you necessarily because you can play your instrument well. He praises you because you're a good musician and because you're willing to put something into the music program just as much as he wants to, which is a lot. And that's truly what makes it thrive and what gives pulse to this school.
When I first came to high school, I was really scared of what would happen during orchestra. And after the first week, I was like ready to quit. But then he really inspired me to stay with my instrument and to keep coming to after-school rehearsals. And I've improved so much because of the person that he is. And he's my favorite teacher because there's no one like him.
So I started playing the violin in 4th grade. By the time I got to high school, I had a lot of other focuses like sports, and I was really into writing. And I thought, wow, you know, this takes a lot of time. I don't know how I can do it. But then after just a few weeks in Mr. Rutkowski's class, I realized I want to make music one of those things that I do. And soon it took over everything. So now, just a year later, I'm a completely different musician and a completely different person. It's come to the point that if one night I have a lot of homework or I have a test the next day that I have to study for, I can't even bring my violin home because I'll want to practice too much that I can't concentrate on my homework.
One thing that I realized with Mr. Rutkowski is that music is an intrinsic interest to him. It's a passion that values for nothing else but just for itself. One of the most influential pianists once said that the most that a music instructor can do for a student is to elicit emotional response in them, and Rutkowski totally embodies that quality.